Hey there, thank you for joining me. In this episode we're going to continue our review of the prologue called Ocean World Eden Crafters. It's kind of a confusing title because the game is actually called Eden Crafters and Ocean World is one world that is available right now for us to test. In the first episode we could see that there's a lot of similarities with other games. I'm not going to repeat that really, but the game overall looks very, very promising. We also learned that there is a recurring event of a tsunami that is going to hit us. It comes from that area and then basically will wash over our base. The only thing that it seems to destroy is actually the power generators, so the wind turbines in this case. For the rest I didn't see any damage. So it's not really extremely destructive at the moment, but it's also because very likely this is a prologue. So there's two options to continue the quest line, so to speak. So when we click on J you can actually see this. Tsunami is caused by the moon, just like our moon on Earth causes high tide and low tide. On this planet, the moon causes tsunami and no tsunami, so to speak. So, the first option is to deviate the moon. We have to follow all these, unlock all these technologies, and then we launch a rocket that somehow grapples the moon and pulls it out of its orbit or something like that. The other option is to escape from this planet. I normally don't like escaping from planets, and the more hostile a planet is, the more I feel at home. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, I understand. Alright, so we're going to try to deviate the moon. And before I do that, I want to make sure I have some oxygen and stay alive. I did put down a locker. I put some stuff in there, or I'm going to put some stuff in there that I don't really need to carry on me right now. Yeah, okay. And we put some miners down, advanced miners. We have one at the stone, we have one at the iron ore, and we have very far away behind that mountain over there, we have a copper ore that we're mining. One of the most important structures in the game, in my book at least, is the warehouse. Because the warehouse allows you to stockpile stuff in there and you can actually access it straight from your assembly bench. So that is very, very handy. You don't have to carry stuff back and forth. Before we build the warehouses, I do want to continue this here because we have this iron ore. So we have this miner here, we have the forge, and that creates ingots. But as you might remember from the first episode, we can also make iron plates and iron rods, and you're going to use those a lot in this game. So what we can actually put here, instead of this storage, what is this called, container, we can actually put a splitter here. And then with that splitter, it will split up the ingots, and then we can use, attach to that, a power producer, and that power producer will then either make an iron plate, or we can also then make an iron rod. So we're going to put a splitter here, two power producers, and then we will draw that all the way to a warehouse, and I'm probably going to plop down there. So that is the plan for now. So let's get all the resources and we'll set that up. Okay, so first of all I'm going to dismantle this. There was 540 ingots in there. I don't have the inventory or the bag space to carry all that, but that's fine. And then we want to put on a splitter. And let's see, where's the entrance? Right there. Have to line it up nicely. So let's do it this way. Hook up the assembly line. Perfect. So then we're going to hook up one power producer here and one power producer to that exit. And let's see what we need for that. Because right now, it's just a lot of work, this manual crafting. And that's part of the game, of course, because they want you to automate all this. So that's what we're going to do. But it's a lot of work right now. Alright, I have the resources to put both producers down. They are big structures. So let's put one here, I think. And because we built that, we unlocked the assemble machine, which actually can take the items that come out of the producer and combine them into more sophisticated and more complicated constructions, I should say. Alright, let's hook them up. Before I do that, let's actually make sure that we set the right blueprint here. Let's do the rod here. And let's do The iron plate and this one. Perfect. How's it doing on power? We have enough power. Let's get that one going. And connect this one. That one. It's very easy and convenient how to do this. And that's going to save us a lot of time, so we don't have to manually craft these items. By the way, before I forget, the map, last time I showed you the map, this was confusing to me the first time I played it, because you're looking for all these resources, and at some point you need other resources like sulfur, for example, and uranium, and they're not on the map. So I was trying to put other scanning devices down in different areas, and I couldn't find the resources. The problem is that the map doesn't show everything. There's an island below here. And that, for example, shows large sulfur. There's also some uranium somewhere, I think. I don't see it right now. Might be in a cave or something. But either way, it kind of, you can zoom in and out. So I think they should probably do it like this originally. So when you click on the map that you have this view. Because it took me quite a while to realize there's actually an island below here. Below us. So now that we have those two part producers set up, the next logical step would be to build a warehouse here. This is really a good spot, by the way. But if you look at the materials required for the warehouse, it requires, for example, 30 glass panes and a lot of copper to make that cable. And they're not really anywhere near the base right now. We have a copper ore that is being mined, if I can say that. It's all the way over there. But also, in order to make glass panes, we need quartz. Now, looking at the map, there's a quartz deposit here that is definitely the closest to the base. That's all the way over there. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to put an advanced miner there and connect it to a forge. And that should be then automatically making those glass panes for us. And that's going to save us a lot of time and frustration. And then we also have to pull basically an assembly line from that copper ore there all the way down here, hook that one up with a forge, and then we can start looking at the warehouses. And that's right, it first actually creates silica, and then you can use a part producer, if you want to create your glass panes. Alright, time to hook up a part producer here that will make us the glass panes. Let's align it properly. That looks nice, I think. Let's make sure we have enough power. We're right on the limit here, so the moment this starts producing, it actually will take a little bit more power. We're like, there you go, 92% now. So. Alright, so that is going to help us a lot. Now the other step is to pull an assembly line. Let's see how many I have. Do I have oxygen on me? I might run out of oxygen here. Oxygen plus 100. So there we go. I have a lot of iron plates on me, so I can actually pull the assembly line down from that copper ore. Copper node, I should say. And as you could see in the first episode, the system will find a way to get that assembly line to wherever you want it to be, even if it has to destroy mountains and everything. I'm not sure if it will actually really stick to that tunnel, because right now it already shows that it's going underneath the soil. Beneath the ground there, which is not really great, but well, it is what it is. So, alright. Now I have to, do I have the resources to build forge? We do, okay. Well, let's put it somewhere where it's at least a little bit flat. Right there. And hook that up. Gonna take a while for that copper ore to get here. But at some point it will literally be a non-stop supply. There it's coming. See it in the distance. Great. Alright. Now, of course, we only have 85% of energy. So we need to build a couple of more wind turbines. seeing that the tsunami destroys your power generation, I don't see the point of building the solar things. I just will build more and more wind turbines, to be honest. Do we have the materials for that stuff? We do. So that's why it's really not a problem. If you lose your wind turbines whenever there's a tsunami coming. And you can see there's a tsunami coming in the distance. I'm not sure how long it takes before it gets here. But we'll just put one down. Let's look at the power situation. We create 35 and the demand is actually 23 right now. I do hope that they will add a screen, just like a planet craft, where we can actually see your power situation, the supply versus demand. Would make life a lot easier, so I don't have to run through a wind turbine to constantly check that. Alright, now that we are actually having copper ingots, the next logical step is going to be putting down a prod producer here. Hook that one up. And get that process automated to craft us some copper plates. And this music announces that tsunami is coming. Now, it wasn't really clear in my first episode, but we as a person, we survived the tsunami because somehow we are actually flying up, I believe. We rise up. So you can actually look down on the tsunami. Very ominous music. Anyways, I was going to say, now that we have this power producer here, it produces copper plates, but we don't need copper plates. We actually could use cable, because the cable is needed for the warehouse. So you can see us standing there. At least I think we're flying up. But so far, no, we're just standing there. I thought we were actually flying up, but no, we'll just take it like a man. Take it on the chin. Alright. Well, at least we've got our weekly shower. Let's go, because right now we basically have to restore our power supply. Because all those wind turbines are gone. We produce 63, currently the demand is only 40, we're good. Alright, so the thing is that we have the forge, which turns the copper ore into copper ingots, and the power producer turns this into copper plate. But the power producer can also produce cable. And in order to cable it needs one copper ingot, but because this is full, let me take one out. And now we'll produce cable. Now, copper plates and cable, you actually use both of them quite a bit in the game. So what I'm thinking of doing here is, let me first dismantle that. I'm going to put a splitter in between. Let's take one of those, make sure it's the right way. Yeah, I don't see the... Ah, there it is, okay. Sometimes it's a little bit figuring out what arrows are. Then I'm going to dismantle this. And dismantle this. And we're going to hook it up to the splitter. So, and we're going to put 2 power producers here. I think I have the materials on me right now for both of them, but at least one of them we can put down. One down. Get that one hooked up. There we go. Whoa. And we actually want to produce cable here, because that's really what we need first of all. Let's put out another power producer here. Let's get it hooked up to this exit. And we want to make sure that we make the couple plates here. We still have 100% power, everything is fine. So we have the cable here. And a couple plates there. Instead of just putting down 1 or 2 warehouses, I'm actually going to put down a whole bunch, very close to the material nodes, the resources themselves. It's easier that way, and it gives me a better overview of what exactly is going on. And also, you don't have to pull all those assembly lines all over the place, all into 1 or 2 warehouses. It's just a mess. So that's really how I prefer to do it. Well, we might as well put a warehouse here, very close. Let's see if it fits. The tier 2 is a really big structure. Let's see. So you can actually see the connectors. Takes a little while to build this, by the way. Nice construction crane there. Right, so we can hook that up. Okay. Those 2 are connected. Then we have this one here, which is the glass panes. Yep, alright. I hope I have enough. Yeah, I have it all right in place. So... nice. Okay. Let's make sure that everything is moving. Yeah, that's coming. Okay. So they did change that, because when I played the game earlier, this was not visible, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems to be related to every single input port that you have. And now this will fill up. This is really a nice change. So you can actually see this will fill up all with copper plates, and then this all with cables. So everything has a designated spot in the warehouse. That is really a nice change. I really like that. So now, if you look, for example, in the right top, you can see that the number of the cable is going up because it's going straight in the warehouse. So the system sees this. So I don't have to pick this up. We have the materials to build another warehouse. We're going to plot that right here, close to our iron operation. It will destroy the whole mountain if I wanted to, but I'm not sure if that's going to stay that way in the game, but... Great. Yeah, I'll just put it here. I mean, everybody appreciates a good mountain, but the priority is alive. Oh, there you go. Let's hook that up. Things are slowly filling up in the warehouses that we put down. Makes life so much easier. Let's see what else we can build that is going to be essential for our progress and survival. Let's have a look at this ground fertilizer, because that was actually going to provide vegetation. So the ground is 50% fertile. It has the power, it has the water. So I don't think I need to build more than 1 of those. I'll keep an eye on that. Let's have a look at the progress. So we want to escape. No, we want to deviate one. A refiner. Am I missing that one? Did I not see that? Refiner. I don't see that I can build a refiner. Alright, so what is needed then? Sulfur ore. Ah, you need sulfur ore. Produced in miner. Okay, at least. There's actually a sulfur cave pretty close here. You get some sulfur there. I think that will actually unlock that blueprint for me, so I don't have to go to that other island to start tapping into a node yet. At least I hope not. Sulfur ore. There you go. That actually unlocks that chain, so I can then slowly start progressing through those blueprints. By the way, another thing that I want to note is that I have a very good impression of the developer. Because I'm not sure how many people are working on this game, by the way. It might be 1 or 2, it might be 20. I honestly don't know. But what I do see is that the developer team, let's call it that, is very responsive to social media and community feedback. And that is always really a definite plus in my book. They really update the game quite often with small little patches that are often based on feedback from that they had from the community. Yeah, that is really good. I really like that. So now that we did that, we actually unlocked the refiner. We need to make some iron beams, a rotor, and some filter. There's actually a basalt node over there. So first I would have to put down an advanced miner there. Gear. Okay. But let me put the refiner down. I have the materials for that on me. The refiner also needs water connected, by the way. There we go. It actually unlocks another blueprint, the vehicle energy cell and the warehouse tier 2. The warehouse tier 2 is really, really big, but I have enough with these warehouses. Alright, so I have to craft some gear because that's not automated yet. Put down an advanced miner there. So as I said, the refiner is going to need water. It has plenty of power. So let's put a water pump here. Then get that connected. Let's double check. 100% water. Now we need an advanced miner here at the... I believe this is cobalt or basalt. Okay. And hook that up to the refiner. And that will then start producing basalt concrete, which you need later on. We'd also need some cobalt. Where's that at? Copper we have, quartz, iron. Cobalt is kind of bluish. So that is... oh, that's quite a ways. Okay, this is probably the best one for us because this is way up in the mountain. Alright. Let me craft another advanced miner. I'm not sure if it's up on the mountain. This is a rock. It actually is up on the mountain too. Good thing we're such experienced mountain climbers. Look at this. Alright, where's the cobalt? That's copper. So cobalt must be over here. Oh, right. Let's first put on the advanced miner. Then we'll just pull an assembly line down. I'm not sure if there's fall damage in this game. Sure. Probably not. I mean, if we can survive a tsunami, then we should be good, right? Alrighty. It isn't pretty, but it works. Let's try to align it a little bit. It's gonna take a while before it gets here. And we're gonna need to put down another water pump. Because every refiner needs 100 water. 100 liter per second, and that is basically what the water pump can provide. So, okay, that's better. Let's hook that up. Go. Perfect. And then this is going to be cobalt, so it's going to be refined cobalt. Can I build a warehouse on this side? Is that an option? Like right here. Ocean view property right here. Yeah, let's go. Oh, that's the crane, okay. Can I use the crane? What can I do? Oh, okay, look at this. That is funny. Okay. Alright, let's get him hooked up. So the other thing that we can produce is actually a vehicle energy cell. Energy cell for spaceships and other vehicles. So that will actually allow us to fly our spaceship, because we need to get to that other island. Because we're running out of sulfur, as you can see here. And I think that wave is coming. Should I stand outside again? Oh, look at that. New build recipe. Steamroller. And the ship platform. So that's good too. Let me eat something. Pretty cool stuff. So I only have 6 sulfur left. I'm just gonna build this. I need 6 more filters. Okay, so I have enough to build that fertilizer, I think. Even though it's a recurring event, I still like this event. It's so dramatic. Straight out of a movie. You can see our power wind generators get destroyed there. So I guess it's not us that's flying, it must be a drone. I don't know the specifics. Probably it's a drone or something that we have. Alright guys, I'm actually going to leave it here. I will rebuild the power supply off camera. But yeah, we made a lot of progress. A lot of stuff is completely automated, straight into the warehouse, and it's going to make our life a lot easier. Thanks for watching guys. Catch you guys next time. Bye bye.